Good afternoon, Gemini men and alternative lifestyle Gemini women. Okay, what I like to do is to go on and just give you a who's coming towards you reading. Okay, and what I intend to do in this reading is to just describe to you the female that I'm seeing coming towards you, as well as give you various occupations in which she might work or industries. And also, at the end, I also like to provide you with the initials of the person or persons perhaps that's entering your life here. Okay? I like to first start off by just welcoming any new viewers to my channel. Thank you so much for your subscription. Okay? And for those of you who have yet to subscribe, please take a few moments to do so now. And we're going to go on and get started with this reading. And if it resonates, guys, while we're going through it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and share it with others, okay? So we're going to start off by just looking at the cards here falling to the bottom of the deck here, all right? And we're going to start off with first with me making a few general observations with just looking at the various combinations that we have there, okay? I'm seeing delays of all sorts, and the delay seems to be happening because of fate or destiny here. I'm just feeling a lot of major blockages have been going on here. And this the cards are kind of indicating that patience is in fact required. Okay? I'm seeing a stalemated situation that you, particularly in your romantic realm here. I'm also feeling too that during this time period in question, I'm seeing a time of argument and violence here. Okay? I'm also seeing someone connected here that appears to you to feel as if she's a soulmate too that I'm kind of getting. All right. So let's go on and get started here. We have the key here. All right. So with the key, Uranus and the North Lunar Nodes governs that card there. And this card is connected, ladies and gentlemen, to earth signs. Okay. Taurus, Capricorn, as well as Virgos. Okay. And with this card, it tends to bring about a lot of mysteries, a lot of, you know, uh, twist of fate, as well as, you know, things that are things that have been nagging you finally get resolved with that card. So it's a fairly good card. It's usually an answer, an opening here because it's the key. All right. Next, there we have the mountain, okay? So with the mountain, that connects with Saturn, gentlemen and ladies, okay? And it represents an earth sign, okay? Once again, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And again, this further emphasizes the fact, as what I've admitted from the onset, the delays, the conflict, and, communication problems that many of you may have been having, okay? We also have the tree there. So with the tree, this connects with the sun as well as the south lunar nodes, and it connects with water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And this card is all about, karma, soulmate connections, and as well as spiritual connections. Okay, and gentlemen, this card here might well represent you, or it could even potentially represent someone that might be involved in your situation here. Okay, and if so, it would usually be a water sign type person. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, and then we have, excuse me, we have the whip there, and that card connects with both Mars as well as Pluto, ladies and gentlemen, and it kind of brings about, a lot of fighting, a lot of arguments, to include separations of all sort here. Okay, so let's put together a story here. What I'm seeing here, what these cards are representing here. So it seems that although many of you will kind of want to kind of clear communication problems with, I feel, with someone whom, you feel a soulmate or possibly someone from whom you've been estranged, I feel that many of you feel a bit stuck here. And perhaps one of you might have even blocked the other, and there, you know, has been no communication. Or I feel that, you're simply not answering the person because you feel perhaps that the situation is dead end. But I feel that this lover really kind of wants to make up with you. But I'm seeing a lot of quarreling and a lot of, arguments here. And it seems that you have a love hate type relationship. And I feel that, for some of you, you might in fact even connect here. But it's still going to be a very intense type situation where you're arguing at one moment and then you're, having hot makeup sex. Okay? So let me just explain this person that's I'm kind of seeing, for some of you. This person appears to be very, feel slim, kind of curvy, very attractive. She might be a switchboard operator, or she might even, be a coder or a decoder, But I feel that for some of you, she's a bit older, and I feel that she might even wear hair extensions or wear wigs, or it seems like something might be going on with her hair in some way, you know. And she appears to be a bit stubborn, a bit distant, somewhat cold. And gentlemen, for some of you, or for some of you ladies, she might even be unemployed now, or she might in fact be working like a dead end type job here where she's just feeling she's getting nowhere, you know? I'm also feeling too, just looking at this, getting back to this male energy here, gentlemen, if it doesn't represent you, it might be a taller man that might have wedged himself in your situation here, okay? But I'm also just getting back to this female. She appears tall. I feel that she's very health conscious here, very grounded. And for some of you, I think she's probably more than likely in her, for some of you in her 30s or 40s, and I feel that she might even work for the medical field. Mind you, gentlemen, there's a lot of women that's showing up in your reading here. So, go with the attributes that, are attributed to the ones that you're dealing with, okay? She might even work in healthcare or does something spiritually related. I'm feeling long hair, I'm seeing, you know. Or she might be a therapist or a doctor, okay? I'm also feel that she's very fit and has a lot of sex appeal, you know. Very, very sensuous, athletic, she has a very nice figure, very competitive. But she works a lot, I'm kind of getting, and she's very argumentative. And I feel that she might even possibly be on drugs, or she's drinking incessantly or too heavily. And she's a bit codependent, gentlemen. She could even be a personal trainer or does some type of work in the gym, or even in fact works for an escort service. Okay? So let's get deeply, into the past, or and see what's kind of may have already happened or might be in the process of happening here. Okay, so I'm gonna just do a few observations and then we'll get on with your reading here. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of positive influences in your life, and that good friends, have attempted to offer you, advice here. But I'm feeling the person that you want to be with, whom you like to connect, doesn't seem to really want a commitment here. And I don't feel that you can really take this woman at face value, you know? Because something seems to be very deceptive about her. She seems to be a pretender, and perhaps, she might even be wearing a mask of some sort. I feel that she wants to be more independent than anything, and, you know, she doesn't, take things seriously. She's a happy-go-lucky type person, and she's just too sexual, very promiscuous. And I feel that she has a lot of commitment and emotional issues, okay? So let's just dive right deeply just into your past, or see what might be in process of occurring, and see why some of this might be true, okay? We have the clover there. So with the clover, Jupiter governs that card and it connects with fire signs, okay? Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This card is all about opportunity, it's all about fate as well as good fortune, okay? And then we have the dog that sits there. So Venus connects with that card and it's connects also with water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. It certainly seems as this is an X. So some of you might even be having challenges with an ex that I'm seeing, as well as someone new that might be entering the picture, okay? Because this person is someone that you knew or someone that you've known for a while and someone that you felt or feel that you can trust that type of energy with that card, all right? Then we have the bear. So with the bear, Jupiter governs that card and it connects with earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. This card is all about cash, you know, financial affairs as well as power. Okay, and then you have this card that sits next to it. That's a mask. Actually, that's one of an additional card because usually in the enormous deck the cards only go up to 36. So this is a more advanced deck. So this card is kind of showing that certainly someone isn't what they appear to be, and since it sits so closely to this woman here, more than likely it's her, gentlemen. Okay? So let's put together a story here with those cards. So I feel that many of you previously reconciled or gave a second chance to this female, and this female's one, whom you felt was your soulmate, and you wanted to kind of establish, really a more kind of committed situation with her. But I'm kind of getting here that, you know, you felt or you discovered, something was hidden with this woman and that she wasn't who she kind of, claimed to have been, I feel that she was very deceptive and she appears to have had an agenda. Therefore, you know, you might have taken her too much at face value, but the cards are warning you not to, because she doesn't appear to be relationship material, okay? And I'm feeling that she seems to have been an opportunist, a gambler or a risk taker, okay? She seems to have been a person who loved to bargain. She might even worked in the gaming industry you know, or recently, in fact, for some of you, she might even gotten a promotion. I'm feeling that for some of you, she has green eyes, you know, as well as I'm seeing too that I'm seeing also, you know, very brown features or dark features, like chestnut brown or brownish type hair. Some of you may have been, dealing with a police or she might work as a vet or some type of assistant or even works for the military. Okay. I'm also feeling that in some ways this woman was very caring or very motherly. And I'm seeing a woman who appears to be in a high position, or I'm seeing heavy set type woman, potentially a director. Okay, she might even have worked in food services or even the beverage type industry. She's very opulent. And for some of you, she could even possibly be a bit hairy. Okay, so let's move right along and see what your future, ladies and gentlemen, is going to bring you here. So we have these remaining cards here. Okay, so I'm going to make a few general observations and then we'll get on into those cards. All right, because what I'm getting here is that, again, I have to reiterate the fact that there are really hidden depths to this woman. And I feel that, gentlemen, she seems to have hit rock bottom. And I feel that a move for some of you might even be cropping up. And the cards are kind of telling you to kind of heed the signs that are kind of warning you. Don't avoid the warning signs and really listen to your gut and to really keep an open mind, gentlemen, about the feedbacks that you receive about this woman. Because I feel a decision is in fact required. I'm getting. And for some of you, this woman may be foreign or she may be a migrant or an immigrant, but I'm feeling very dark features, okay? She could be African, Asian, or, of Mediterranean type descent, but I feel very exotic type features. someone who loves to travel, and someone who's very impulsive. But she is cold and very hurtful at times. For some of you, I'm also seeing a short hair type woman who might even be your hairdresser. I see that she has tattoos, this woman. Some of them, you know, like I said, it's multiple women here, or she has visible scars, you know, or she might even, in fact, have recently lost her job. Okay, very curvy type woman who might even work for the truck industry. Okay, so I'm getting here, we're just looking at these cards here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, is that although I feel many of you will kind of get your wish here because you have the well here, and what you usually do when you throw a coin in it, you get your wish, right? And decide to kind of travel somewhere, I'm kind of feeling, because the compass shows that you're certainly, traveling, or there may be a chance for travel. I'm kind of getting here. And then you have the ship here, and that's all about movement. I feel that you're going to certainly make a decision to let her go because something shocking is going to happen here with this sit here, you see? Something very shocking is going to happen here. Maybe you may discover that, this man doesn't represent you. It could just, in fact, represent a man that you'll find out that she's with, you know? So for this reason, I feel that although that you two might try to reconcile your differences, another separation might be imminent here, And I feel it could potentially be a painful one, okay? So I just really wouldn't trust this woman. So again, a decision will have to be made, gentlemen, regarding this female here. So let's look at some additional cards here that we have here from the romance angels. It certainly shows that it's time that, gentlemen, you free yourself, and ladies too who are up here listening as well. It's time for you to kind of take back control of your life, and it's time that you start loving yourself first, because your self-respect certainly makes you more romantically attractive, you know. And if you want to kind of, let this relationship go amicably, then perhaps it might be time that you have a heart-to-heart conversation with this person. Ask this person to really express her true feelings, and decide based on the responses you get whether you'd like to continue it on, okay? Because I feel that, gentlemen, it's time to heal family issues here. Perhaps you're carrying on toxic feelings for something that occurred during your childhood, and you've embraced that, and you're just kind of, acting those toxic situations out over and over again. So it's time that you heal it, okay? Also, what I'm feeling too is that, I feel that for many of you, your soulmate is certainly already with you in spirit. So really try to believe this, and understand that this person certainly is going to manifest physically, you know, and try to honor and treasure your relationship because it is truly sacred. So that if this relationship doesn't work for you, the cards are kind of telling you it's time to free yourself and move forward, gentlemen, with someone else new. Okay? And if you do decide that you want to continue on with this relationship, if you feel it's salvageable, understand that you must let there be closeness between you. But always try to give each other space, because love never claims, gentlemen. It simply allows as well as gives. So since we've been talking about this lover that, from whom you've been estranged, that you perhaps reconcile with, and that you might be soon separating from, I'm going to go on and just, shuffle up my letters here. And there are 200 letters here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select 16 letters from this bag here. And I'm going to try to channel the person that you're dealing with romantically, or the person that's trying to seek you in this reading. Okay? So I'm going to choose 16 letters, and I'm going to call them out as I select them. Okay? Let's get started. Okay. We have a U. We have an N. Okay. We have a B. We have an L. We have a V. We have an O. We have another V. Okay. We have an E. That's 8 letters. 8 more. We have an N. We have an E. Okay. We have a K. We have an R. 4 more, gentlemen and ladies. We have a D. Okay. We have an L. We have an A. And last letter we have is an R. So I'm going to assemble these and I'm going to repeat them back to you. Okay. We have 2 R's. Okay. We have 2 N's. All right. We have 2 E's. Okay. We have 2 V's. All right. 2 L's. We have an O, a B, a U, A, D, K. Okay. So in conclusion, this evening, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at a few things that you might want to consider during this period. Surrender during this period in question. Okay. Surrender, gentlemen and female, to rest and sleep. Okay. Understand that to really prevent burnout, try to slow down and honor your need for a quiet time. And understand that peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind is very essential, particularly during this time frame in question. Okay? Surrender to divine timing. Okay? Sometimes divine time, as you really have to understand, sometimes it certainly may differ from your ego's time. So if a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, or if a relationship is not getting to where you would want it to go to according to your ego, okay, you got to learn to be patient and really trust, gentlemen, in the universal flow here, okay? Surrender procrastination, okay? Now is certainly the time to kind of jump on a goal instead of really putting it off, because it seems that this relationship or this romantic stuff has really been absorbing you a lot. You know, taking action now will certainly attract success. So try to make sure that you're doing that during this period in question. Okay? Surrender defensiveness. Okay? Understand that when we tend to be defensive, that's really a sign of weakness here. You know? Try to communicate in more of a empowered, respectful way, and really try to listen to what someone else has to say and not listen to respond. Really listen intently. And then offer a clear, non-defensive response, which is what this card is telling you, to have a heart-to-heart conversation. Okay? Surrender to non-action, gentlemen. Now's the time to kind of be still, really. You know? Simply breathe and focus on your own power and let others come to you. And certainly surrender to joy. Okay? Understand that a key to a positive change in your life is about to be, it's about to come about. So you need to let the joy in and savor it, you know? And try to not allow negativity get in your way. you know? And understand that many of you are certainly loved more than you really consciously know. You know, try to share your insecurities with the one you love, gentlemen, and you're going to certainly be surprised and reassured by the reaction that you receive because love is certainly all around you here, you know? And understand that you are, in fact, a jewel, even though you may not see it at this moment, you know? Because what you consider imperfect is certainly an illusion, okay? And even in darkness, you shine eternally bright. So this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered food for thought. Be sure to send me over your comments, okay? Be sure to like and share and subscribe. And if you'd like a more personalized reading, you can contact me at will.brown@watconsultantinc.net, okay? Enjoy your day. Thanks a lot.